Hi, I'm Lucy James, and I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast.
Hello, Andy. This is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating like a pig.
So, still David, still One Up Gaming, still Games Inspired Music sponsor us. 20% of each will go to the Child's Play charity. It's amazing. Our first 100 podcasts available from audiobooks on tape. Just search One Up Gaming, and £1 of each sale will go to the Diabetes UK charity. Again, that is amazing. We have a book out now. It's called The Unofficial Sega Saturn Collection. It's like a coffee table book. It's about 8.5 inches squared. 290 pages, I believe. I should really write down the amount of games that are in it, but there's like 4 or 5 pictures of each game. Some have only got one, depending how crap the game was. Some have got 2 pages, some have got 3, some's just got 1 page. And each game has got a little tiny fluff bit of written up about them. And also it's got like the Sega Saturn mouse, the keyboard, the Netlink, the controllers, the 3D stick, all those type of stuff. Hopefully you'll enjoy that. So if you do have your Kindle and you got the Kindle Unlimited, I did select the option to put that up on there for that service. So just go on there, even if you don't read it, just go on there, download it, and click through every single picture, because I get 0.06 pence per view of a page. So if you go right the way through that thing, I'll be getting 50p, so that'll be thanks. And all it'll take is you just clicking down or next on 290 pages. I know it's hard, but please help us. We'll be doing more books soon. I'm in the middle of writing a PlayStation book, like a PS1 sort of book. Leave comments. What books do you think that we should do? I'm thinking of doing all the retro stuff, like the 3D or the N64, the Amiga 500, Amiga 1200. Should I do books like the Gran Turismo collection? So I'll go right the way through the Gran Turismo games. Do like the Tekken series or Uncharted. Even do things like the Switch. Just get some. Let us know. Leave comments. Let us know what you think. So anyway, games played this week, episode 396. So first of all, Sonic Superstars. Now, I used to love Sonic when I was a kid. I guess back then. I think it's because I'm English, British, whatever you want to say. And for me, we loved the fast-paced 2D platformer. If you're like American, you preferred like the Mega Man, that type of stuff, Metroid sort of stuff. England tended to go much more to the arcade, pick up and play, fast-paced sort of Twitch games. And I loved a lot of the games back then. Going into this game, yes, it is a really good bloody Sonic game. It really is. But I just felt it was a little bit loosey-goosey. Wasn't as tight as I'd like the controls and movement to be. Graphically was okay, nothing cutting edge. And I do think that they were going after that the new Mario Brothers sort of like 2D side-scrolling 4-player games. That's what they were going for, because this has got like 4-player mixed in and all stuff. But as a Sonic fan, it's a good game. It's just not a great game, and I can't recommend it because of that. So next up, a remaster, and this is the Turok 3 Shadow of Oblivion remaster. Now, I don't even remember playing this on the N64. Looking back on some of the videos now, it doesn't really ring any bells. I think I tapped out after Turok 2, after the cerebral bore, where like the gun shoots off, it like homes in on someone's skull and just drills through the brain. But this one, as I was playing it, it reminded me so much of like a Half-Life style sort of first-person game, much more story-driven, but it's bloody good. It really is a good little game. You can tell that some of the stuff when they were making it, it is just a little bit off the cuff, should we say. It's just not made perfectly, but the remake's really good, the remaster's really good. Is it Night Dive Studios with their engine? They've done it great. The engine just works well. I love this studio picking up all these old games. But yeah, Turok 3, great game. I just missed it. I think if I'd have played it in the day, it would have been amazing. I would have loved it. So we'll move on to the next game, and that is the Tomb Raider Remaster Collection, like 1, 2 and 3. And yeah, these games now, when you're playing these games, they are janky and broken and slow, monotonous. Sometimes it doesn't work when you press buttons and do things. But they are, or they were, the cutting edge of games design back in '96. And if it weren't for these games, then there wouldn't be Uncharted, all these sort of like third-person action adventure sort of games. So Tomb Raider, you made the PlayStation brand what it is today. The remake of it, the remastered, the remastered levels look nice, but again, it's just, I think it's just the bare minimum of what they could have done and what they should have done. It's still a good little game, good collection. Tomb Raider, amazing. So next game, Speed Crew. Now this one is a top-down sort of management style clicker kind of game where you inherit a, I think it's like a racing team or like a garage sort of thing for a racing team, and you literally just when you're playing away, that sounds wrong. When you're playing the game, a top-down view, a car runs into the garage. You have to run over, pick up the wrench or whatever to take the wheels off, get the wheels off, put the new wheels on, put the new screws on, and it is just like a really fast-paced, basic mechanic simulator sort of thing. It looks nice bold. I loved the intro with the old school grain and the sepia tone and all that rubbish. Looked nice. The story seemed interesting, and yeah, it just got a little bit samey for me after playing it for about half an hour. So I think it's one of these games that you pick up and like probably play on the Switch, and when you're at the toilet for 10 minutes you just play a level or two and then you turn it off and don't think about it for a while. So next up, now I do apologise to the developers of this, but Destroyer, the U-Boat Hunter, I decided to give it a go. I had it on my PC for months and months and months, and I've just finished watching The Last Ship, where the Destroyer boat in this game looks very similar to the boat that's in the Last Ship, and thereafter U-boats, like submarines and stuff in the TV show, and I thought, oh, I'll give it a go, and oh my god, if I knew what was going on, and if I knew how to use sonar and how to use other bits and bobs in the game, because I'm an idiot, this game has the capacity to be one of the best games I've played in so long. It is so fun, it's a great concept. I've not really seen that many games of this sort of style before. and it just played really well. It looked really nice. It played well. It does have a training section on it, a tutorial, which I guess I would need to go into, and I would need to concentrate, because it is bloody complicated. But some of these games are so complicated and bloody good. Once you get into them, it's so hard to not get out of it. It's great. So yeah, Destroyer the U-Boat Hunter, I really recommend. Really good game. So next up we have Premier Manager 64. Now this one, I'd never played it before on the 64. I've played Premier Manager on the Mega Drive, I've played Premier Manager on the PlayStation, I've played Premier Manager on the PC. And I thought, oh, I'll give it a go on the N64. Loaded it through. Oh my god, it's a disaster of a game. It might get better once you get into it, but oh my god, I was clicking buttons, pressing random things, and I had no idea what was going on. It looks basic as the most basic thing could ever look. It looked horrendous. So yeah, Premier Manager 64, do not recommend. Do not go back to it. If you had fond memories of this game, please leave comments. Let me know why you had fond memories of this game, because I just don't understand it at all. Anyway, next game, Falconeer Chronicles Bulwark. I think that's the name of the game. Now this is like a top-down city builder type thing with mixed combat, with mixed flying. It's just all over the place with what you have to do. I played through the tutorial, which I kind of worked what you were doing because it was telling you step by step of what to do. But even though it was telling me step by step what to do, there were still times in it where I had no idea what was going on. I was just pressing random buttons and hoping for the best. Now the graphics aren't great. They're a kind of like, if anyone remembers like the Virtua Racing, like the flat shaded polygons, imagine that kind of style, but the polygons are much more pronounced and much more, got a lot more detail into them, but there's still not much in the game. Yeah, so if you watch the trailer, that's the easiest thing to do. As I'm talking through this badly, watch the trailer. So yeah, Falconeer Chronicles Bulwark. It just didn't grab me. It was overly simple and complicated at the same time. So yeah, and I guess on a PC that it might work a little bit better, but on a mouse, on a key controller, that's the word I'm looking for, it was just a bit too complicated to control the viewpoints and stuff. But everyone might be different. It might be your favourite game. Let me know in the comments. So the last game that we played this week is Bakery Simulator. And this one is just like all your other simulatory sort of games, where you open up a shop, get your ingredients, mix them together, put them in the oven, bring them out, put them next to the doorway to sell. And it's just a good sort of game to spend an hour or so just to chill out with. And I just felt as though it was a nice, easy, chilled experience. Graphically, again, not much to look at, but it plays well. It's detailed enough in the instructions and how to make things, and I guess that's one of the main reasons why you would use this sort of game. It might even help you learn how to cook. So Bakery Simulator, not a bad little game. I will say that the game of the week is definitely Destroyer the U-Boat Hunter. Amazing game, I loved it so much. So if you've got a PC, download that on Steam. I think it's a cheap budget game. Really good little game. So it's been me, David, One Up Gaming, with episode 396 of the games played this week. And we'll have a quick break and we're back after this.